Hey. So I am Andrea, and this is Inspire_Zumba. Changing that name, I'm changing it to Inspiration with Andrea because I do more than just Zumba. I am an author of Dare to Try. It's on Amazon. Please get it. You need to read it because it's nice. But I just wanted to come on here and really start talking about something it's really been in my spirit really hard, lately. And I know that it'll help everybody because the situation, it helped me. So being a person that, I try to listen close to God and I am a Christian. And I just feel like it is time for us to start discussing things that bothers us, along this journey of life. So rejection is really what I want to come on here and start the subject about and continue it as long as I feel like it should be discussed. Because there's a lot of people in this world, more than I know. I need to research it. But I know that there's a lot of people that deal with rejection. And you don't say anything. And sometimes we walk around and we'll be like so sad in our spirits and not knowing what someone next to us is they gonna say, hey, we're feeling some type of way because of what we go through in life. And especially as women, we hide things. We hide behind smiles. We hide behind our jobs, behind our children. Like we hide situations. But I just wanted to come and start this discussion personally. So let me just first of all just say I know rejection. I have experienced rejection, and I had also learned how to overcome rejection with the help of God. But it took me a long time because for at the beginning, I always ask the question like, why was I always, the rejected one? Like, what is it about me? And growing up feeling that way, it caused me to, look at things different and to grow up different. So even now, I do things different. I think different. I'm my own person and I have my own mind. But one of the things that about the way I think is simply because of how I was raised with it and how, you know, it made me feel it shape you. If you go through it, it's gonna shape you, it's gonna mold you, it's gonna be what's to determines how you're gonna live it out. So first of all, let me just be clear. When I consider rejection, my definition is when a crowd or you are not accepted by someone. You are not accepted by a crowd. Maybe you are not accepted on your job. It's a non-acceptance. So my experience was because of whatever reason, I always been a standalone person, you know. And but the thing about being a standalone person, I always also been one of the ones that people actually drawn to. So on one end there was rejection, and then on the other end, um, it was drawing other people unto me. So I had to learn how to still maintain being me. One of the things about rejection, it's going to cause you to make a decision. You're going to make a decision to either be a follower or you're going to lead in this decision. Over time, I made the decision in my mental that I was just going to be a leader of me. Like I still decide I'm not going to follow the crowd. I was rejected for the crowd. I wanted to be in the crowd being young, but I wasn't. I wasn't in it. I never did get accepted into it, but it did not make me go and do anything negative. It did not change my mindset into I must have my peers. Peer pressure is real. It was real then when I was a child, and it's still real. And when you have dealing with peer pressure and you dealing with rejection from the groups, it's still that thing. Like it would cause you to just sit back and say, "What's wrong with me?" And then it's in those stages where you really got to understand that you're going to be made right then because now you're going to be asking the question, what's wrong with me? You're looking at yourself, you're listening to your speech, you're watching your surroundings. Now you're looking at everybody skin, or you're looking at everybody's hair, you're looking at people's clothes, you're looking at how people look. And the problem with looking at them is that you are comparing them to you. So I want to discuss this short part of it tonight. No matter what you see about other people, please make the mental decision that you are you and you are uniquely created you. So, little boy, little girl, man, woman, child, You are not who you're looking at. You don't sound like who you hear. You don't might not have the education of someone else. But when God created you, He created you, you. He created me, me. And I say I am created uniquely. So what the people did not understand about me, they rejected me because they did not understand maybe why I was a little darker. Maybe they did not understand why um, I spoke a little different or speak a little different. Maybe they did not understand why, even though they rejected me, others was drawn to my spirit. They did not understand me. And if I had the mindset of just I have to be a follower, then I wouldn't have tried to push myself in the groups anyway. I would have tried to push myself to go with the crowd anyway. And then I would not be on this particular path of my life because I would be still following after somebody's footsteps. Now I am actually following after the footsteps that God has been telling me to go on after, go after. But I had to get to that point to where I was accepting who I am. I fully now accepted who I am. But when I had to go through every single stage to where I looked in the mirror and said, "Girl, you are awesome and you are beautiful and you have so much going for you. You are not who they rejected. They rejected someone you thought you was, and they rejected, someone that they did not like for whatever reason. But listen to this. This is the key to this whole little rejection thing that I'm gonna say tonight. Believe this or not, when you are dealing with rejection, remember this one thing. It's not you. It's really not you. It is not. It done took me 40 years to realize the rejection. It wasn't me that was rejecting. First and foremost, they're gonna reject the God in you, and then secondly, they rejecting something in you that they are not. They want it. It's them. That it is reflection. Whatever they rejecting about you is reflection of something about them that they don't like, or something about you they want. And that is the truth of the matter. And once you come to the understanding that it is you are awesome, if they reject you, let them go ahead and reject you because I know it will hurt your feeling because it hurt mine. And that little saying that we grew up talking about sticks and stones, but words don't. Words do hurt. They do. It's one of the things I'm gonna come on here and talk about because you're gonna get. When I tell you, growing up, I got talked about every day about my speech. I was in, I was in speech therapy and everything. I mean, when I tell you, I I talked about every single day, and it almost shot me up. It did shut me up for a long, long time because I did not want to talk. Doing this right here, like if I didn't know that God was telling me to start doing stuff more and to do this, I don't know if I'd be doing it. But it is the thing that the enemy tried to come after, even in your youth, that is probably gonna be the thing that you're gonna be used in your calling or in your desired ministry or your job or whatever it is. It's probably gonna be that thing that you try to hide behind. And the thing that you try to hide behind is the thing that maybe somebody rejected you about or picked at you about or whatever. So pay attention to whatever those issues is that people is kind of, turning away from you from because it might be something that you're gonna have to go on your life journeys later. So I was, because I was rejected, it caused me to stand by some. Like I was always kind of like behind others, and I stayed in the corners of wherever everybody else was. And I did it simply to stay away from the people. Because if the people see you, they try to go after what they consider the weaker link. And then if they hear you talk or they see you a little whatever that imperfection is that gonna give them the leeway to say, hey, let's pick on this one thing to get towards her. And then, so I always kind of stayed back in the shadows and stuff. And it shaped me into not getting around people much. So as I got older, people would say I'm antisocial, or they'll say I don't like to come around people. I'm closed off to myself, which is true. That's kind of what it done. That's what it made me to do. And then as I started actually going through the cycles and going through the steps of overcoming it, and later on I'm start talking about how I came to the conclusion to start overcoming this stuff. But once I start going through those stages and stuff to start overcoming it, I made a mental decision. What I used to not do, stand in the crowd, not stand with the crowd sometime at work, or stand in the crowd just at a grocery store talking. That's something I used to not do. But I made that decision, you know what? I'm gonna start doing it. Even if I don't say anything, if somebody talking to me, I'm with somebody and they talking to somebody, I'm gonna stand there instead of walking away. Because that was my way of starting to go ahead and, break that barrel of not, being around people and everything. Then later on, I made the conscious decision, okay, I'm going to start talking more now. And then, just with people now, not just speaking, but just with people. And that's what I started doing. And it became less and less that somebody will say, I don't understand you, or it'll become less and less for somebody to try to correct how I say something. And I began to just be more careful about the things I say, you know. But it taught me that I can still talk and be around people without at this age without being so rejected. And it also gave me that foundation to if I was rejected, it's okay because now I understand it's not me. Some people just can't handle the difference. That ain't my problem. It is not my problem if people cannot handle something that they ain't used to, something that's different. The bad thing about it is around this whole world, things is different. Around every family in this world, everybody is not created perfect. It's just that simple. Whether people want to admit it, bullies or whatever, they ain't gonna never admit it. But at the end of the day, somebody in their family is who they picking at. They're leaving their home, going to wherever they're going, picking at somebody and causing them to be feeling rejected, and going home or going in the same community or somebody in the same family have the issue that they are picking at. So we don't see it that way, but it is the truth. It is the truth. So before you let it get you all the way down, words do hurt and stuff. But before let you get it, all the way down, remember, why let it get you down when at the end of the day, it's just something inside the people. It's not you. So then you look in the mirror and you be like, there's nothing wrong with me. Yeah, I can say my S sometime or say it a little funny, but that's my uniqueness. That is my uniqueness. And that's what I literally say to myself now. Like, that is literally my uniqueness. If I was going to change my name, all I do is just add unique in front of it. Because, yeah. But I want to come on here and really just let us know. Rejection is a thing and rejection hurt. When you're dealing with rejection, other things will try to come too. And especially if you don't fix it. You can develop all kind of fear and sickness. Things can happen. You can miss out on jobs and relationships and stuff because of the fact that you think they're going to reject you because others have. So the point tonight simply is, even if they have in the past rejected you, move forward with your life. Start with telling yourself who you are. And who you are is not rejection. You are not rejection. Rejection is just a word. It's a word with a extreme meaning and it hurts. And you probably know being rejected. Now turn it around and say, I am accepted. I am loved. No more, I am loved by Christ. I am loved by my mom or my dad, whoever it is that you know love you. You say that you love them. Don't make yourself go with the crowd. If you know the crowd don't like you, don't. That's a dangerous thing. If they done told you they don't like you, they don't show you they picking at you, they ain't for you. Let them go. After crying it out a couple of weeks, it'll be like you never knew it happened. I'm trying to tell you. And then you can start walking into the things and being with the people that's for you. It makes a big difference to be with the people that's for you versus being with the ones that you just had to be in their circle. They don't like you and they don't show you they don't like you, but you just had to be in their circle to make you further feel rejected and down in spirit and stuff. And they gain the power because they already know that you feeling all type of down in your spirit and way. You can't even be happy. You got things on the inside of you that you need to be expressing and saying and reaching other people with. You can't even do that because you trying to follow the crowd that got you pinned down because you feeling like you just got to have them and you know you rejected. You rejected, so why is you already falling behind them? Let them go by their merry way. And you realize that you are not rejected by God and you are not rejected by your true friends and by your true family and the ones that you hang with and let them push you on into your destiny. Yeah. So as a darker woman sitting here before you, that's a whole nother story of rejection I can tell you. But now I sit here as a darker woman realizing that I have the most beautiful, my skin is nice and dark. It is, you know, and I wouldn't change it for nothing. I wouldn't change who I am for nothing. I'm glad I was rejected because now I realize who I am. I'm glad that you thought my speech was something to pick at and laugh at or whatever, because now I'm using it to pull up somebody else, you know? So whatever the devil meant for evil, God meant it for good, and he can still use it. And so let it always be that it might be one thing that happened that caused you to get down, but get back up. Rejection ain't your story, right? Rejection not your story. What is your story? You speak what it is. God didn't reject you. He created you to be powerful. He created you uniquely. He created you wonderfully. He created you after his own image. So if you being rejected, that's just simply not your crowd. So from now on, whatever somebody used to reject you, you do the opposite and use it to accept you. And you keep on saying it and believing it, and you hold your head straight up like it's supposed to be held up. And you go out there and you conquer, little girl. Your skin is beautiful. You are so beautiful, smart, and intelligent, and got so much to offer. And if others see that in you, they're going to try to knock that thing down. One way, by picking at you, by telling you negative things, and by making you think that you ain't nothing. But baby, you got so much going for you, and you're beautiful and awesome. Don't you accept nothing negative. Because that right there, the beginning of spirit, it'll start you to not be able to get on that road as easy as it already coming to you. So remember, they don't try to knock you down because they don't want you to get there. You gotta know who you are. And I'm telling you right now who you are. So the moment somebody start to say something negative or whatever about you, you ain't got to be in that crowd, go the other way. Because you already know that it's just a trap. Don't fall for it. Little boy, same thing for you. You got so much going for you. You ain't got to sag your pants and be holding your head down and stuff because you got to follow behind the crowd. Who said you got to follow behind the crowd? Be uniquely you. Be uniquely you. You might not have $150 shoes, this and that, but look at what you hold. Look at what you have. Look at what's in your brain. Look at the techniques and the strategies. Nobody can figure out how you get it done. You don't think that they ain't gonna want to stop that in that trap? Half the people that you hang with really ain't for you. That's the reason why they try to reject you. You got to know these things, and I'm here standing here telling you right now. When somebody start to show you who they are, you better believe them and go about your business so that you can do the things that you're supposed to. Don't get me wrong, because I never say that rejection don't hurt. Rejection had made me cry plenty of times. But I stand here scrolling down with whoever reject me now, I might still cry. But I have the courage and I have God to keep me going forward in this life and on this journey with the people that is supposed to be on this journey. Because one of the things I pray, and they have caused me to lose some things, but I don't dare want to be with nobody who don't have my best interests at hands. Not there. You reject me, that means that I wasn't for you and you wasn't for me. And it might hurt me, but I bet you I hold my head up and let God hear that womb and hear me and keep on showing me and keep going. And that's what you got to do. So let me just leave with this because I ain't want to stay too long because I want to start just really coming on here talking about it. God did not give you the spirit of rejection. He gave you the spirit of love, power, and of a sound mind. Love, power, and a sound mind. Love don't cause rejection. And the power to withstand rejection and a sound mind let you know that that's not God. Now that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm telling you right now. So use what you have been given. You are not rejection. You are powerful. Your sound mind speaks that you are not rejection. You are powerful in all that God said you are, and there's nothing negative that God said about you. Nothing. So take this with you, and know that you got this. You can make this. You don't have to hang with. You don't have to. You ain't rejection. If they rejected you, thank for you. It's just that simple. Cry it out, move on about your business, and get with who's supposed to be there. It's like that. Don't let rejection stop you on your journey. You got power. He give you a spirit of power and a sound mind. Love. Still love them from afar. Sound mind. Speak that. Speak it. You already know. You are not rejection. And you got that power to withstand. God is with you. So I'm going to leave and I'll be back. I'm coming on more and more. Please share, comment, and follow. Follow, share, comment on all of this stuff. I'm trying to utilize this channel more and more and more. I feel that I should be utilizing this channel more and more and more. And like right now, it is inspire_Zumba. I am going to add inspiration with Andrea. Don't forget, pick up your book. It's by me. It's called Dare to Try. It's on Amazon for $20 or either the ebook for $12. And enjoy. I'll be coming back on here with more things. I'm trying to do more and more screening, and I don't forget I also do that podcast, and I'll be putting little stuff on here. I'm not trying to. I just do what God say to do. That's it. And I know that y'all need to hear this. I ain't taking nobody else's work. I'm telling you what God said to me, and I'm telling you what I've been through in order to help us on this journey. Okay? So be encouraged, be blessed, stay rooted and grounded in Christ. And remember, your name is not rejection, but you are highly favored by God. And have a good night.